Hello and welcome to another lyrics analysis video. Today we'll be looking at the second track of the album Fear Inoculum by Tool, and the song is called Pneuma. So let us start by looking at the song title meaning. So Pneuma, so it is pronounced as not Pneuma but Pneuma. Pneuma is an ancient Greek word for breath and in religious context for spirit or soul. So the main word here, pneuma, means breath, spirit or soul, and spirit and soul are almost indistinguishable by some, and for some people spirit and soul are different things. I am not sure about these things, but let us focus on the breath. So pneuma basically means breath. Now let us look at the song structure here. Here the verse, we have verse 1, a chorus. I will call it chorus 1 because chorus 1 and chorus 2 are not exactly the same. Some of the words are missing in the chorus 2. And we have verse 2 of 6 lines, interlude. Interlude is mainly composed of the musical instruments, but we also have some backing vocals that are coming in the interlude. And verse 3 has 2 lines. You can call these two as a complete package or in the same group. And also we have outro that is of 5 lines. Let's jump into the lyrics. Verse 1, we have 4 lines. I'll read it out for you. We are spirit bound to this flesh. We go round, 1 foot nailed down, but bound to reach out and beyond this flesh become pneuma. In the whole song, not only in this verse but in the whole song, there's not much rhymes that are going on. I mean to say the end rhymes came here, flesh and then again flesh, but here down and pneuma are not rhyming with each other, but there are a lot of internal rhymes, alliterations and repetitions, metaphors that are coming into play. The first line, we are spirit bound to this flesh. Here this is a metaphor. The difference between a metaphor and a simile is that simile uses words like. If I use we are like a spirit bound to this flesh, then it will be called a simile, but here it is directly pointing that we are spirit bound to this flesh. We go round, 1 foot nailed down, and this is a very picturesque view. And it's a very concrete view, which the song lacks in the later halves. What I imagine when I hear this line, we go round, 1 foot nailed down, is if your foot is nailed down here and you're going round in circles, if you're standing here and you're going round and round, it will form a cone. You can also lie down and you can make a circle here, okay, but if you're straight you cannot go round. So it will be either inclined or you'll be in a lying position on the ground. Whatever it might be, the main point here is we are spirit, but we are still bound to this flesh. That is, we are caged to this flesh, we are tied to this flesh. And when we go around, we try to move around or explore other things. Our 1 foot is nailed down, so we cannot move freely or we cannot escape this flesh. But in the next line he says that but bound to reach out and beyond this flesh. But we are bound to reach out and escape this flesh and become pneuma. That is, I'll use the word breath here. So we are bound to this flesh, but we are bound to reach out. It is inevitable that we'll be reaching out from our souls. Like everyone knows that whatever your lifestyle may be or your monetary wealth may be, you will be dead. It is inevitable that we'll be reaching out and beyond this flesh. And the next thing that I'll point out in this verse here is that there are certain internal rhymes here. You can see we are bound, then we have round, and also you can say down, again bound. Okay, so this bound, round, bound, down, these are the internal rhymes going on in the first verse. Also in the third line there is a lot of alliterations. alliteration is when two words that begin with the same consonant sound are placed close to each other, like you see here, but bound to reach out and beyond this flesh become. So this b sound is coming in the third and the fourth line. Also there is a repetition of bound and flesh and flesh, and you'll see this word come bound and beyond. You'll be seeing a lot in the coming verses. Also I'd like to tell you that these are the rhyme schemes, and I have chosen to give the rhyme schemes, not continue A B A, then also not continuing with C D and E, but I'll be doing the A B A B A B C all over again, so it's better to understand. And here we have the syllable count. We have the chorus or chorus 1. We are will and wonder, bound to recall, remember. We are born of one breath, one word. We are all one spark, sun becoming. All the three lines start with we are, we are, we are. So again, you can call this we are will and wonder. You can call this as a metaphor. And here also will, we, wonder, they all begin with the letter W, and it makes a very good internal rhyming with the alliteration here. And we are will, and first let us look at the meaning. We are will and wonder, so we are both will and we are both wonder. That is, we are a spectacle, a thing to be admired, and we are also the will power that drives the universe. And we are bound to recall and remember. So what we can recall and remember, all the things that are collective to our beings. You can term this as, whenever I listen to these lyrics, I remind myself of Carl Jung's The Collective Unconsciousness. I think that's the word. And there's some things that we all know by instinct, or from birth itself we know some things, and it's deeply rooted in our unconscious mind. So we are bound to recall, remember. We are born of one breath, one word, and one breath, that is Pneuma, one word. We are all one spark, and sun becoming. I looked up and I found that science tells us that we are made up of stardust. That is, we come from stardust. There is a very good article from National Geographic. I'll be linking that one in the description below, and also a video to complement that. You can watch it. So we are basically we have come from the stars, and to stars we will return. And there's one word that is coming all the time, that is one. We are one, we are all the same. We are all the same, we are all one spark. This is a song that tells us that we are all united and we are not different. Although we are different, we are all one spark, and we become the sun. Here it does not follow much rhymes here, but same. You'll see a lot of bound. I'm telling you, we are bound, there's no choice, and we are born, breath, bound, born, breath. And also the word W is coming, the letter W is coming. Also you can see here there's an alliteration here also going on, spark, sun. Also born, breath, also becoming. Also you can see here also recall, remember, a lot of alliteration. Verse 2, we have child, wake up, child, release the light, wake up now, child, wake up, child, release the light, wake up now, child. Here there's a lot of repetitions. Almost this part and this part are the same, only the word child here is coming, and I tried to find out what the child means, but so far I couldn't find any concrete meaning to this term. But still, child is he's innocent. His child is very innocent and he doesn't know about the world and how the world functions or the universe functions. So it is very rightfully placed or rightfully constructed that the child is ignorant and he should wake up. The child should wake up. The child should release the light and wake up now is the immediacy that is reflected upon by the lines wake up now. So he should wake up now, child, and you should release the light, and the same here. And the next we have the interlude, and interlude is basically a musical part that breaks the song into means it joins the parts of a song. In the interlude part we have spirit. So these are all synonyms for Pneuma. So he's calling for the spirit. It's like he's searching for the spirit or Pneuma, and the music follows here and he repeats it for 4 times. Now we have the verse 3, which is of only 2 lines, and you can also combine these two, verse 3 and chorus, as a single entity. And we have 2 lines here: bound to this flesh, this guise, this mask, this dream. And this might be the best line, for me at least, the best line in the whole song. We all wear different appearances, physical or non-physical or emotional mask, and we try to hide our inner self from people, and we're bound to this guise, this mask. Whenever we talk or speak, even if I'm speaking right now, I'm speaking through a face, through a mask, through a guise. Even in the truest sense, we are bound to this flesh. We cannot escape this flesh. Still, this dream, but which dream? What dream? Maybe it's the collective dream of the whole mankind as a unity. I don't know especially what this is, but it sounds very good. This guise, this mask, this dream. Now we move on to chorus 2. Here we have 3 lines: wake up, remember, we are born of one breath, one word, we are all one spark, sun becoming. So it's the same as the first chorus, but as you can see here, chorus 1, we are will and wonder, bound to recall, remember. So this line is a little different. Wake up, remember, it replaces with a shorter line, wake up, remember. But the second line, you can see here, the second line, we are born of one breath, one word, we are all one spark, sun becoming. So these 2 lines are the exact similar, but this line is a replacement of the first line, so it's not exactly the same chorus. So there's not much to say here, as I've already discussed in the first chorus. And we have the outro: Pneuma, reach out and beyond, wake up, remember, we are born of one breath, one word, we are all one spark, eyes full of wonder. So breath, that is Pneuma, reach out and beyond this flesh, and wake up, you have to remember, we are born of what we have to remember, that we are born of one breath, one word, and that word is, I think, Pneuma, maybe, or God, who knows. We are all one spark. And this line is this part of a line, phrase, eyes full of wonder, and it just dies down and we have the music there. Eyes are one of the most important organs in human anatomy, and also for tool they use a lot of eyes, and eyes full of wonder, we are all one spark, and through our eyes, complex organs, we are full of wonder. And see, it's a very clever thing that he does. You have seen this word in the previous, I think in verse 1 also, we are will and wonder, and here we have eyes full of wonder. So it's a very good song. So the first thing that I'll say about this song is that it is very enlightening, and at this moment of turmoil and the outbreak of coronavirus, this is a very enlightening song. And we are fighting this disease, and it is only in terms of turmoil and difficulties that people come together and share their humanity, share their collective knowledge and beliefs. So it's a very enlightening song, that we are one. Next, the lyrics. So far, lyrically, the song is simple, but it is ambiguous. Ambiguous means it can be interpreted in a lot of ways. I have my own interpretation. It's for every song, but still this song is more ambiguous than some other songs. Means you can have a lot of theories for the child, and also the word itself, Pneuma, has a lot of meaning. Spirit, you can connect to spirit, you can connect to soul, you can connect to breath, and so on and so forth. Next, it is a bit repetitive, but it does not become boring, because the words are more or less repeated, and the repetition here is, it serves a good purpose. It just emphasizes on the word Pneuma and implants it in our brains. If you listen to it for a long time, even then you'll not be bored of the song, because the music is just the especially the drumming. If you have seen the live drumming session, it's such a great work of art. And the last conclusion is, this song is simple enough to be understood. We are all one breath, we are Pneuma. So that was the song analysis and lyrics analysis, mainly, of the song Pneuma by Tool from their latest album Fear Inoculum. And I have previously done a video. You can see it here in the cards. And in that video, I jokingly said that if I made 100 likes, I'll be doing a new video. And till now I have got, I think, 59 likes. It was a foolish task. I knew it didn't happen, because I have only 100 subscribers. So if you're new to this channel and you want me to make this type of videos, and I will make, I'll complete this album, not as soon as I can, because these songs need time to understand and analyze. So I'll be doing it one after the other, one by one. I'll be doing those.